So it's about 5 p.m. on the 26th, I think, of April 2023, up on Ventnor Downs. Absolutely nothing going on down in the undercliffs. I thought I'd come up here above Ventnor. Let's go this way, have a look at Coombe Bottom. There's the white throats calling. Looking south now. That's Coombe Bottom down there. Great spot. Gorse is looking stunning in flower. Walking into the sun, which is not ideal. Might be some adders around. It's breezy, a chilly northeasterly, I think. But these little sheltered spots with a hazy sun might be adders about. Let's go that way and drop down and walk back again on the lower path, I think. So the old National Trust were out earlier in the year mulching some of the gorse here just to open it up and create a more varied kind of succession, I suppose, of or varied age classes of gorse, which will create a nice mosaic of different sort of structures and heights and ages, with nice rabbit grazed and cattle grazed kind of lawns in between. Really good management, this. I like the way they've opened it up quite a bit. Bluebells are in flower. Just go down this way. Like I say, it's about 5 p.m, so not really the time to come out here birding, but might be something about. It's a bit breezy, so I don't know how clear the sound quality is. Really is blowy up here, and chilly as well. So this is the rim, what I call the rim, which is basically this fence line that follows the top of Coombe Bottom all the way around its edge. Coombe Bottom is this deep valley, there's Ventnor down the bottom there. It's like a Cornish valley on the south coast of England, on the Isle of Wight. And the scrubby banks over there are superb for migrants. Don't know what this phone is focused on. That's better. So you can see the scrubby, shrubby sort of patches. Nice species-rich shrub because we're on the chalk. This is all superb chalk grassland, so wonderful in summer. I'll often do writing down there in Coombe Bottom. You can see the goats, which they use to manage the or browse off the shrubs a bit. Got holm oak issues here. It's really colonising rapidly, but the goats seem to do a very good job of keeping the holm oaks at bay, nibbling off the seedlings, which is the key. But yeah, migrants love this fence line, and that particular sycamore is really good for spot flies for some reason, especially in the autumn. They kind of fly between that sycamore and this fence line. Look at that. You can see a south-facing or southwest kind of facing chalk down and valley with the lights of the town of Ventnor below, drawing the birds in, and they end up in this valley, so they work their way up through the undercliff. So yeah, Ventnor Downs, which is where we are, is just an absolute superb area for grounded land bird migrants, redstarts and spot flies, A few windchats, groppers, that kind of stuff. Sort of things you would expect. And it's a high summit above Ventnor, so really good for vismigging and birds of prey as well. Don't really think anyone has this as their local patch as such. I think it used to be better worked a few years ago, but I think the coverage has dropped off a bit now, it's my impression. There's a couple of locals that come up here quite frequently. Look at that valley though, I mean it's beautiful in summer, but spring and autumn it's just, what a place to try and find some nice stuff. There's absolutely nothing today. One whitethroat so far. This is all very shrikey. So I had a hoopoo just over there one year, just feeding on one of the kind of rabbit grazed lawns in between the gorse. And there was a wryneck just up along the fence line one year as well. I've not really found anything rare up on Ventnor Downs as far as I can remember. I had black kite on that ridge line. Done quite well for black kite. I think I've had 4 since 1995 in Ventnor. Last one was 4 years ago, I think. So now would be a good time for a woodchat shrike to appear along here somewhere. All I can see is a magpie. Goats are doing a good job. Very quiet. Hey ho. Nice view there of Old Station Road, which is the kind of little industrial area down at the bottom of Coombe Bottom, and the trees that surround it have proven good for yellow-browed warbler in kind of late October. It's really not covered at the moment, or I don't go down there anyway. I don't know if anyone else does. Never really hear any reports from there. And in the distance on the coastline down there is Ventnor Park, which is another regular spot for yellow-browed warbler. Wonder what else these sorts of spots get. The older blackthorns are in full bloom. That's always a really good indicator for me of subalpine warbler time. The only subalpine warbler I found in the Ventnor area was in flowering blackthorn, eastern subalpine warbler. It turned out, it transpired. I called it western when I first put the news out, but I'm very clumsy. So we're up on Chalk Heath now, so over there, lower down, you're onto the chalk, so it's species rich chalk grassland. And then up here on the summit you've got a gravel cap, so you've got more acidic conditions, and therefore you've got Chalk Heath, so heather, lots of heather, nightjar obviously, lots of gorse, bracken. The wrynecks seem to quite like the bracken. Not here, but over the ridge over there in the bowl. Have a look at that in a minute. Look at this kind of wood pasture. Cracking shrike habitat. Don't tell the shrikes out, or nobody has told the shrikes out, because they never seem to find it. Or I never seem to find them. Yeah, so the rim again above Coombe Bottom. There's kind of a multiple fence lines and isolated trees. Really shrikey. I think I'm going to have to sack this off and go and get a cup of coffee. Just look over here quickly, see if there's anything on the grassy field. Yeah, it's pretty quiet up here as well. No wheat ears around the pillboxes. Not really surprised this time of day. What is it, 5:30 now? Something like that. This is 100-acre field, I think it's called. There's my van over there, so I'm definitely now going back for a quick coffee in the van, then a quick game of football, then I'll pop back down into Ventnor. Another pretty quiet day, birding wise on the island. And I haven't really done much writing today either, but you know, a bit of a day off. Hopefully tomorrow is going to be more productive. Well, actually, tomorrow's going to be wet and rainy and windy and horrible. Oh well.